Hi, I'm Will Bowlby, and this is the Great British Chef's signature series. I think people's perception has changed massively. They realise that there is more to Indian food than your standard curry. We wanted to come in and do good Indian food at an accessible rate. Anyone who's been to India will know that food is everywhere, and it's such an important part of the culture, and you can't really escape that. As soon as I became aware of Indian food and the diversity, the sheer scale of what is possible to do with it, I thought there must be something that can be done back here. I'm Will from Cricket Restaurants in London, and today I'm cooking Lasooni scallop with Goan sausage and seaweed. Obviously the idea of pork and scallop go really well together. Goan sausage is a sausage specific to Goa. It's got a very distinctive, smoky, spicy, kind of rustic flavour to it, and it pairs really well with the scallop. We usually put this dish on about this time of year because we haul lots and lots of wild garlic, and we make it a butter out of it. Lasooni means garlic, so we make a Lasooni butter, wild garlic butter. And yeah, it's been a very popular dish. It's come on and off the menu since day one. I've just peeled the outer skin off the Goan sausage. I'm just going to give it a rough chop. The texture can be quite rough, could be chunks of fat in there, so you're going to kind of got to break that down. And then it's got lots of spices, lots of oil in it, lots of fat. So once this is done, we'll put it in a pan and then just render it off. So now I'm going to render the sausage off in a dry pan and get all the oil out and get it nice and crispy. It goes a little darker in colour, the oil comes out of the sausage. As soon as the oil has come out and it's nice and crispy, it's done. So next we're going to season the scallops. Scallops have two sides on them. A sort of presentation side, which has a larger surface area. You want to season that side first before it goes into the pan. Just make sure there are no muscles on the scallop like this. If there is, you can just ease it away with your fingers. Now, just a little bit of oil and some salt. At Cricket, we tend to not add too many spices to marinating fish. You know, we want to keep the integrity of the fish there, and whatever we serve with it should elevate it. You know, so we concentrate more spicing on the sauces rather than the fish itself. So when cooking scallops, I mentioned talking about cooking them on the presentation side first. That's where you get a lot of colour on the scallop, and colour equates to flavour. So also, obviously, don't overcook them. Your scallops should be fresh, so if anything, underdo them rather than overdo them. Should take about 2-3 minutes on one side and then another minute on the other. So that kind of colour you want on the scallop. So every time we get wild garlic, we have several different ways of processing it. We pick the stems away for an achar or a pickle. The buds get pickled as well. To make the batter, we blanch them very quickly in boiling water, then refresh them in ice water. And then we whip that up with softened butter. Yeah, just melting it very gently. As soon as the butter's melted, you take it off, because we want to keep that vibrant colour of the wild garlic. And that's done. So now we're going to plate the dish. You want a scallop shell just supported by some salt underneath so it doesn't move around too much. And then one scallop per person. You have to make sure it's nice and big. And just drape over. The dish is obviously quite rich with all the butter and garlic, so it needs a little bit of lime to help with the acidity. So after that, we're going to go with our sausage. Not too much, because it's quite a powerful flavour just on the scallop itself. And then I'm going to finish with a sprinkle of seaweed. So this is just dried seaweed that we blend into sort of a fairly fine powder. And I like using seaweed with fish. It helps to season it without, using any additional salt. So this is my Lasooni scallop with Goan sausage and seaweed.